Hey, Adam Culbertson here. Before we begin, we got a promo from another independent podcast, so when you finish this episode, make sure you go and check them out.
Everybody has a story, and not all of those stories are clear black and white issues, even when we think they are. We wonder, how did this happen? Or what is that like? Or what happens next? Are you sure you really want to know? This is Ignorance Was Bliss at IWB Podcast.
Steel your mind for eldritch horrors of the universe unknown. For what is to follow is a tale of intrigue, mystery, and madness. You're listening to Microphones and Monsters. So what do you want to do with the bodies?
Well,
the pile of bones and the woman that's still alive.
Victor can put the pile of bones on the corner. I don't really care about that right now. Just not next to my. We're in the clinic, right?
Yeah, you're in the clinic.
Gerbo, are you here? Gerbo?
Hey, doctor.
Hey, Gerbo, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
I've brought heaps of trouble at your door again.
What? What's going on?
So, there's a woman we found in the alley. I gave her a mild sedative. She was in shock, repeating the same thing over and over again. I need to get her back to consciousness and see what happened, what caused her to enter such a state.
Okay. Yeah, there's room open in the back.
I also have a pile of bones.
Okay. Why do you have a pile of bones?
Because we found a pile of bones next to her, near her.
That's troubling.
Yeah, well, knowing everything we've been through, we've seen nothing but trouble.
Do I need to add
No, if what you could do, if you could assist with Victor, if you could lay out the bones to kind of match what the expired person would be laying down. I don't know if Victor knows a whole lot about anatomy or how bones work. I'm sure you could assist with him.
I would say that Victor probably would know a good bit about.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He would actually.
I know how bodies are put together. Thank you.
Sorry.
I take them apart reluctantly.
Anyway,
it's like Legos.
Yeah, it's more like Mega Blocks.
Mega Blocks.
They're not that complicated, or they're not that small.
I had another thought.
Okay.
Instead of that, I thought that we might take the bones back to the detective agency and see if one of them is back, and if they could get anything from that the bone. I don't know if laying the bones out and looking at it, we already kind of figured out this just dry bones with no skin, muscle.
Yeah, but we
flesh,
didn't take a really, really, really close look at it. Though.
Okay, maybe we'll do that second. Okay. Yeah.
Does Aleister have a thought?
No, not really.
Okay.
I mean, I would have been sufficed to just have Victor go ahead and just take the knowledge from her. But I guess this works too.
I want to clarify on the thingy. Mm-hmm. I do have to bite them, and it counts.
That is right.
It counts as an attack, and it does psychic damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm okay with that.
I don't want to do 3d6 psychic damage to this muttering little woman.
You have a doctor nearby.
I am not okay with that.
I know. I have
doctor
a doctor
is
nearby,
not okay with
but the doctor's not okay with it, and I'm really not okay with it.
I was just saying that is
the
an option.
racist doctor is not okay with it.
So if we want to like adjust how it works, so that like I only have to ingest maybe some blood or something like that, and that way he could just take some blood from her. But I didn't want to do that necessarily.
Well, I could say
I don't want
could
to have that
take
conversation
a
with
sample
them.
from her.
Sample of what?
It means you'd have to remove part of it from her.
Yeah, okay. I think that would be more reasonable. So if we want to make it not attached to the bite and do psychic damage, but I can still somehow get something from the flesh because of my monk abilities, that would make Victor more comfortable with it instead of having to bite her and cause her mental damage, ripping memories from her or something.
Yeah, and I would say in a situation like this, and Julian can be the one that administers or like takes the sample and he can heal her where the sample was taken from.
There we go. So
that way you're not just fucking murdering or like almost murdering like defenseless people and stuff for investigating.
okay. So
What, you need an arm? Chink. Well, you got an arm now.
There you go.
And
What you want? Do you want some ribs? I got some ribs. What do you want? A leg? You
So
got a
let
wrap?
me-
What you need?
Let me just point this out. Julian's okay with just chopping off her arm and giving it to Victor and healing her,
No,
but not
this-
okay with him biting her.
You're 100% correct. 100%. I can remove the limbs because I am a doctor. Him engaging in his deviant behavior is unacceptable.
Okay.
okay. So he can take the sample. I can cook it.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be an entire limb or anything.
But I can still use
yeah.
my monk ability to
Yes.
help pull the stuff out before the body's been decomposed.
Yes.
That's how
You
we're going to
can
let it
use-
work.
Yeah, you can use a key. Yeah.
Cool, got it. So we'll pick up from Aleister being sarcastic at me and patronizing as usual.
Oh, I wasn't being sarcastic. I would totally be okay with you just biting her.
I know. I'm not going to bite this helpless, disturbed woman.
Good. I'm not going to let you.
Julian, if you could remove a sample so that I could still try to see the memories, but you can make sure that she's not hurt, then that may work.
I'm going to put her in the room, the operating room. I need you all to leave.
Okay.
Gerbo, you as well.
All right, doctor, you don't need any assistance?
I can handle this.
Okay. I'll be out here.
So the room back there, there's still like a window or something like that.
Yeah. There's windows open. It's a pretty hot day.
Okay. Well, I don't like being told what to do, so I'm going to cast invisibility on myself and go back through a window.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to assume I'm going to hope for the best, and I'm going to go help Gerbo with the skeleton
Okay.
thing.
Okay,
Because
cool.
Gerbo's cool.
All right.
I like Gerbo.
Well, what is Julian doing? And I'm guessing Aleister went around and is looking in the operating room.
I mean, inside if possible, but looking in windows fine. I still want to be invisible just to be on the safer side.
Okay. But you're observing.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I have no intention of interfering.
Yes.
I just don't like being told what to do. And
Yeah.
I'm naturally curious.
Okay.
I want to know what's going on.
I'm just making sure you're at least seeing what's happening.
Okay. I'm going to basically, I have her put on the table, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn on the overhead light. I'm going to go ahead and put my mask on.
Okay.
Let's see here. Bugbear, female, 6 foot, 245 pounds. No discernible markings on the skin that I can see. Healthy weight, complexion, outside of being administered a sedative earlier. Reminds me a lot of subject 43. 43 exhibited same symptoms. Sedative was effective this time due to the re-administering of the reagent. As per last time, the sedative reacted violently causing a severe seizure, rupturing several of the arteries in the neck, bone. Subject expired within several minutes of this happening. She started convulsing unconsciously and thrashing about. The straps didn't hold her down very well. But it's all I had at the time. I didn't have anything else that could have restrained her better. Gotta take a step back. Okay.
Important clarification. Was a window open? Like, could I hear? Or am I only
you
seeing?
can hear. Yeah, you can hear.
Good.
Lost in my old work again. Yes, sample. And I'll reach over and grab a scalpel, and then I'll make a square incision on the left arm, probably maybe about an inch, and then I'll take about maybe half an inch worth of skin and flesh off, and then I'll set it on a surgical tray right there, and then I will go ahead and clean the scalpel in alcohol.
Okay.
And then I'll go ahead and grab probably a potion or something like that I have in the clinic, and then go ahead and open her mouth and then pour it in there.
Okay. All right.
Fill the wound with silly putty.
The wound heals up.
Heals up. Okay. And then I will go ahead and disengage the restraints on my mask, and then go ahead and wait for a minute or so, and then slowly take the mask off.
Okay.
I kind of miss my old work. Alas, I'm a doctor now. All right, see the sample. I think this should be enough for him, even though he's a bit of a glutton when it comes to this kind of thing. All right, let me go take this into the other room. And I'll go ahead and I'll leave the light on and kind of leave her on the table. And then I'll go ahead and take the sample into the other room. And all right, not really much of an operation, but the procedure is fine. Here's the sample, and I'll hand Victor the tray.
Okay.
Thank you.
Where is Aleister taking a nap somewhere?
No, I'm not sure. I was helping Gerbo with the skeleton.
I'm going to go back around outside and dismiss the invisibility, and then try and come back in right around on the front side.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There's a window open. You can get in.
Good.
Well,
What are you waiting for?
I need to cook. I need to cook it. So,
Gerbo, do we have anything in the small kitchenette? He's very particular about his.
I got a hot plate that I make my lunch on.
I wouldn't want to cook this. I wouldn't want to cook flesh on your hot plate, Gerbo.
You're gonna. What kind of flesh?
I'm.
Gerbo, come over here. Real fast, Gerbo.
It's bugbear flesh, okay?
Oh,
Where did you come from?
I was here the whole time.
I didn't see you.
Well,
He's small.
you don't notice me a lot.
You are very small. Anyway, Gerbo, come over here fast.
yeah. What's up, Doc?
Remember that thing that I'm doing nowadays that's extraordinary?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah. This is part of that thing. So, just
These guys are
they're like they're kind of like my proteges. They just kind of go around and help me means to an end kind of thing. They have their merits.
Cool.
So yes, if you just not keep this off the records for what we have at the clinic. And
You can use anything of mine. Like, yeah, I'll do whatever I can to help out.
appreciate your enthusiasm, Gerbo. It's one of your better qualities. So he will go ahead and take the sample off and prepare it. We need to wait for the bugbear woman to come back to consciousness so we can ask her some questions.
All right.
Okay.
Gerbo
Yeah.
and I will walk back into the room.
Yeah, Victor. Yeah, you go ahead. Use the hot plate. Whatever you got to do.
All right. Thank you.
I'll clean it up. That's fine.
Okay. Thank you, Gerbo. I really appreciate your assistance. And so I'll go in the little kitchenette. No,
He's got like little bit of spices that he uses
hot
to cook
sauce.
his
Yeah.
some
Like
hot sauce.
I keep some of my necessities for cooking with me, like
Maybe some Mrs. Dash.
yeah, something like that. only they're specially prepared, and I have different ones for different things. So I have ones for regular meals, and I have ones when I'm trying to increase the potability of what I'm ingesting.
Yeah.
And so I pull out those particular spices and garnishes and stuff, and I prepare the meal on the hot plate. Just simple. I sear it.
Yeah.
And then after it's done and cooled, then I'll take a glass of water, take a sip, and then I'll ingest the meat.
All right, and you're probing for a specific thought.
Yeah, I'm probing to find out if the event that caused her to become in the state we found her in, and if it's at all related to the other bugbear that was in the alley. I'm assuming that they were probably together, that there was some sort of event that happened that traumatized her and that caused him to become a skeleton with clothes. And so I'm trying to go back to that moment and get any sort of visible, oral, and smellable. I forget the word for smell.
Okay.
But
Olfactory?
olfactory. That's
Yeah.
what I was going for. That's why he's the doctor.
I'm a doctor.
So yeah, I'm just trying to
Not
get.
evil.
I'm trying to get a sense of that scene. I believe that there was a scene similar, something like that, and I'm trying to find out what it was.
All right, cool. So yeah, you ingest it, and after about a minute, you get a vision, and you actually see her from her point of view. You see her, and she looks up at another this bugbear man, and they're standing on the edge of the crowd, watching Aster Creel giving her speech, and you feel like the man grabs her hand and he's like, hey, let's go this way, and they run off in the alley, and they're kissing in the alley, and then you hear a growling, just a low guttural growl. You look over and you see this figure in like a yellow and black kind of big jacket, and this hat that sits kind of down and covering their eyes. Not the same as Dalton's jacket. Like it's a big trench coat kind of jacket, not like a suit.
Like Dick Tracy.
Yeah, but it's very like tattered and ripped and like it's
Like
even
Rorschach.
got like scorch marks all over it. Like where it's black, it's like it looks like it's been scorched. And you see that he's holding a leash that is attached to this very large hound that has green eyes. It just has it's like this molten kind of effect coming through his skin that's radiating green. The man, you watch the bugbear man, he tries to like protect the woman, and the hound just runs up to him. Like the guy drops the leash, the hound runs up to him. The hound gets in his face and says, "What's your name?" And then the bugbear man, all of his skin just like starts just stripping from him, and then his muscles and his organs, like it all just kind of absorbs into the hound, and the hound gets bigger, and then you hear an explosion, and the man and the hound run away, and then your memory, or the memory ends.
Okay, that was interesting. And can you describe the man one more time? The pulsating
the
green dog man.
Yeah, the dog had the green,
no,
like magma kind of effect on its skin.
The man was wearing a tattered yellow trench coat with scorch marks on it.
This big hat. It's not like a normal hat you would see. It's more like a witch's kind of, like a witch's hat, like that kind, like a pointy kind of hat, and it's yellow, or it looked like it was originally yellow. but it's all scorched and black and ripped and all that going on.
Could I tell if it was a human, orc?
You couldn't
man?
see it.
Okay.
You couldn't see the man's face.
I couldn't see his face. Okay.
The hat was kind of like tipped down and blocking you from seeing his face.
I'm a little sad that the hound isn't a little monkey.
It's the man in the big yellow hat.
Oh my God!
Okay. Well, Victor's going to spend a second recovering from that horrible vision because that's not pleasant. No. And then, he's going to go out to Aleister and Julian and be like, I saw what happened to the man and to her.
And?
Go on.
There was a tall man in a yellow, torn, burnt
yellow
coat.
Like Dalton?
No, it wasn't Dalton. He had a long, pointy hat. And he had a hound on a leash. The hound had glowing, molten-y looking green skin. And they attacked this couple. They were in the alley sharing a moment. And the man released the hound over to the bugbear man, and the hound growled, "What's your name?" at him, and the man's flesh and skin all melted off and went into the hound.
What did the man say?
Not
the man being absorbed. The other one, the yellow one.
He didn't say anything.
Who, the one being absorbed?
No. The one with the hound.
Oh no, yeah, he never said anything. He never said a word.
And then I heard the explosion, and the man and the hound disappeared, and that's when the vision stopped.
Oh, and I did miss something. The bugbear man, he barely like whispered, Bowman.
Bowman?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He asked what his name was, and he said Bowman.
Yeah.
Real quiet before it happened.
Sorry, I left that.
That's
out.
okay. You just edit what I just said in. And
I'm
make
just
it
gonna
sound
leave
natural.
it the way it is because it's not that big a deal.
I know. I'm just kidding. I feel like I'm just going to keep asking you to edit things, knowing that you're not going to edit me saying that out.
Yeah.
Except for this part.
Just for
right
right here. Yeah, just for entertainment value, I'm going to keep doing that. And you can just keep telling me I'm not going to edit it out.
And then Victor exploded.
Please edit. No.
All right. Well, so we've got a name for this expired bugbear, Bowman.
More importantly, it seems that we have...
Is that a first name or a last name?
More importantly, it seems we
know.
have some information about how this is happening.
Yeah, absorption.
Well, no, I mean, in the sense that it probably would be best not to actually tell it your name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Possibly.
Because it seems like the woman was so traumatized that, I don't know.
It is very possible. If she was already traumatized at that point and unable to speak, being unable to say her name had actually saved her.
Yeah, that and the explosion. That's when they ran off.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll wait for the woman to return to consciousness, and we'll question her about what you saw within her.
Hopefully she'll have calmed down after being sedated, be able to tell us something.
I could administer other drugs to, you know what? Never mind.
Okay, so you're waiting for her to come to consciousness. Okay. Well, she wakes up and she's still just muttering. Whenever she does wake up, she doesn't really lash out or anything like that. She's just
Catatonic.
there, and she's just constantly saying, "What's your name? What's your name?" Still, like that's it.
Perhaps if someone jogged her by speaking the name of her other.
That might work. Okay. So
I think you should do the honors.
Well, first I'm going because earlier I ate a bugbear. I can turn into a bugbear.
That's why. I mean,
yeah, that's totally.
That's-
You
you
could
could
totally,
totally
do
do
that,
that.
and you have the clothes that he was wearing.
Well, I wasn't gonna.
No, let's do this.
I think he's got that's pretty.
I don't know if I won't be the same bugbear. It'd be like me. It'd be like someone turning into you.
Well,
and
you
pretending to be
saw
me.
you saw him in the memory.
I can't turn into someone I saw. I can only turn into someone I've gotten insight from. So I would turn into the bugbear that used to work for the agency.
Yeah,
I thought a bugbear might make her more comfortable.
Well, it probably will.
and
How alike do you look?
well, I'm just saying, like, if you put on his, I'm just saying, like, you could totally do this. Like, you could put on his clothes, and I mean, she's not all there.
I don't
Disturbing
know.
thought. It's a very disturbing thought.
I don't know if I want to try to impersonate him.
Okay,
I
I mean,
just-
I was just saying, like, you got that option.
as the person who is our resident impersonator, it's a lot of fun. Especially if you do dumb accents.
You did hear his voice throughout the thing, so you can maybe mimic that. I'm just saying, if you're wanting to shapeshift into a bugbear, yeah, you have options.
Please do it. Please do it.
You don't have to do what anybody here says. You
I
have
know.
options.
I don't. I think maybe just saying his name and asking what happened to Bowman might be a good first option. So
Go for it.
maybe
Here's okay. I'm really goading you right now because this is what I actually want. I want you to do the persona and everything, but the voice has to be Pumat Soul from Critical Role.
oh well,
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is?
No.
No,
Okay.
don't know what that is.
Look that up.
Yeah.
You will. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll do an impression real fast. Hold on. Okay. Oh, hey there, friend. I didn't see you go there.
I can't do that voice. I
Oh my
always mess
gosh.
it up. I
so good.
like the Minnesota
Oh.
accent.
Oh, you can't do a Canadian there, eh?
See, it's kind of like Canadian, but you kind of have to draw it out a little bit. See, the people from Minnesota, they're real short and talk fast, so you got to make it draw out a little bit.
Careful, I work with people from Minnesota. None of them really sound like that.
I know.
At least not in Minneapolis.
I've also been to Canada, and no one sounds Canadian like they do
Yeah.
here. So
No. Just like Italians don't sound like Mario and Luigi.
That's
I can
okay. We live in the
dream,
South,
okay?
and a lot of Southerners do sound like Southerners.
Oh yeah. Oh
what
yeah.
you talk about? We're not saying y'all and feller and reckon.
I know too many people that sound like that. I'm sorry.
Tell you what.
I grew up in the South. Well, y'all did. But none of us talk like that.
And boy, let me tell you.
no.
But I do know people that do talk like that. I have family that talks like that.
Whew.
Yep.
I think before we try to intimidate this woman's dead boyfriend person.
Could be a husband. You don't know.
Well, I didn't want to presume.
Or a fiance.
I mean, you do what you feel.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think we probably should just ask about Bowman and see if that gets any response.
Or
I
like
think
a weird second cousin thing. I mean, we are in the South.
Yeah.
I would remind you that my in-character
Oh,
prompt
God.
was really nothing more than just suggesting that the name be spoken.
That's what I'm saying. We just say the
Hey,
name of
I
the guy.
love to over speculate. It's kind of my thing.
Okay, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm
Where-
going to
where-
walk over to the lady and I'm going to be like, ma'am, can you tell us what happened to Bowman?
And she sits up and grabs you. She goes, Don't say that name. Don't say the name. Don't say the name. And now she's just repeating that over and over.
Okay. Well, good.
But she's like grabbing you tight, like she is holding, like it's starting to hurt you.
Okay.
I'm leaning down to Aleister. I think we've made it worse.
This is Dr. Julian Cottage, and this outro is going to be a recollection of Subject 43 experiment. Subject 43, Bugbear Woman, was a volunteer at the college campus, found high on some foreign substance. Corralled the Bugbear Woman into my lab, strapped her down. Subject immediately came to realization of its situation. Administered the experimental sedative immunogen, 10 seconds pass. Body is still. 15 seconds pass. Compound reacts negatively. Subject starts convulsing. 20 seconds pass. Subject begins seizing. 30 seconds passed. Arteries begin to rupture, and exsanguination starts. 38 seconds passed. Subject expires from extreme exsanguination. Body is taken to storage for further study. Note: mutagen and sedative require reagent to be effective. Host body is more receptacle to the machine graft and interface. Need more subjects to pinpoint reagent dosage. Thank you all for listening. Please visit us at microphonesandmonsters.com, Twitter at mikesandmonster. Rate us on your preferred podcast apps. Again, all music is written and produced by Marco Mazzei at Fallen Highway Studios. Thank you all for listening, and tune in next time.